Oh, don't play piano, please. What? I'm recording. Oh shit.
What did he say?
He said you were meant to pick me up from school.
So for this video, you guys all know Ben Shapiro, right?
House. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house.
She's got a really sexy sister. And she's got a website where you can get exclusive content.
And this is like OnlyFans, but for conservative women. So today we paid the crazy $7 American, $10 Australian monthly fee to get her exclusive content. I think this is her.
Man, it just says sex everywhere. Jewish wife on sex. What does that title mean? It sounds like she's been given sex, and this is like, now let's see her reaction. It's like Jewish wife on caffeine, Jewish
wife on acid,
yeah.
Jewish wife on sex. What you gonna do?
But would you wait till marriage to have sex with her?
With Abby? I have to get married to her.
Yeah.
I can't get married to someone else.
And then have sex with her.
That's not how sex before marriage works.
Come on, I'm married, baby.
I'm married. What do you want from me?
I think that's the ideal way to do it, though, because if you marry her, you're going to spend time with her brother. And he's probably one of the most disgusting people in the world.
5 tips for you, how to not have sex.
Isn't it just one tip?
Don't
have sex.
Yeah, exactly.
When you see a penis, don't put it inside you.
Yeah. Before we even get into the video, there's this expectation that sex is just going to be amazing the first time. I think it's shit for everyone. So you're just delaying this shit.
Horrible experience, yeah. There's a certain amount of pressure to having sex for the first time. If you've waited this long, it's going to get so much worse because you're going to be so scared.
The pressure becomes so big that you end up starting a YouTube channel and basing your whole identity around not having sex. If I teach other people not to do it, you know, more virgins.
I tried taking up hobbies. I tried learning the trumpet, but it was just got way too hot. I was like,
look at this.
No.
Welcome to today's video, where we're going to be talking about 5 things every virgin who's waiting till marriage should know.
For you.
I'm not waiting till marriage. I'm just a virgin. Okay, I want to do it now, but I can't.
I waited till marriage to have sex. And when you wait until marriage, there are a lot of things that you might not know going into marriage about what sex is like, how you can make it easier.
What is easier? How
Well,
you
when
can
you're not
make it
moving.
easier. Less, I want it to be as quick and with little effort as
I
possible.
think it's because, it's like she doesn't get any enjoyment out of her husband. How can I get this over with minimum strain? But I also feel like when you're in like a long relationship and, you know, you've obviously been having sex for a long time, I feel like your main goal is to make things harder. Like, you're looking at different ways to like experiment.
You get into
do
weird,
like stupid positions.
Kinky stuff. Yeah, it's like, you know, when you like, you get that cucumber and you keep spinning around.
Oh, I love that.
Straight.
At the bottom, she's got a massive giving you a haircut.
Oh, yes.
Fucking hell,
I
man.
love that.
I've never done that.
You never done that? Mate,
No.
you gotta get on that. It is the best.
You do that here?
Yep, best orgasm I've ever had.
Fuck, man. I just stop at the haircut.
There may be some things in here that are just a little bit graphic, just a little bit, so that I...
Yeah. We paid $10 for the graphic shit. Oh, yeah.
I want this to be useful, which means I have to talk about some things in a more frank way.
Man, I love when my chick is frank.
Oh, fucking love frank girls. She just gets straight to the frank. For only $10 a month, she's getting so frank.
What girl's gone frank?
You know, category of porn is like freaky, Frankie. She's like Frankie girls out tonight.
Number 1. Sex isn't always romantic like it is in the movies.
My sex is always romantic.
Always?
Always.
Even nightclub behind the dumpster, that was romantic when you did that?
I take candles with me everywhere. Candles,
You're
yeah.
just ready to...
I don't know why you're laughing.
Oh,
I'm a romantic
I
guy.
didn't know that was real.
Sex isn't always romantic like it is in the movies. I think when I was getting married, I thought that every time that we had sex, it was going to be like beautiful classic music playing in the background.
What movie is that?
Oh, yeah, I don't think sex to classical music would be nice either.
What classical music is she talking about? Because this could vary.
Oh, well, depending on the classical
Yeah.
music. What, if we're talking Baroque music?
Oh, yeah, it's fucking...
Yeah, I'm getting into that a little bit.
But like, as in, that's not for everyone. It's not for every occasion. You
No,
can't just
it's
be
not.
fucking daggering to Baroque like every single time. You're gonna hurt yourself.
But then what else?
Just give me some nice like.
Flying the bumblebees.
That's
That's
not
jacking
sex.
off music.
That's jacking off. That's solo stuff.
We're the opposite people of who should be watching
Yeah.
Abby talking.
I think at least we're not Arab. I feel like that would be
yep.
the worst.
Yep.
She'd be like, fuck, as long as there aren't any Muslims watching this.
About
Did you
sex.
see what her brother tweeted? He's like, Jews like to build buildings. Muslims love to bomb stuff and live in sewers. Just a
Crazy guy.
fun family to be around, I reckon.
First of all, sex is not always a super long process. The actual process of sex is not always that long.
It's so funny because she's only had sex with one person, so everything she says is a direct indictment of that man. Like, you're just doxing your husband. My
Usually
husband's got a
it's not-
small dick and he comes real fast. And usually he doesn't look at me.
30 seconds, you know, it's just normal.
Men usually don't look at you. They usually say the name of their high school crush. when they're
Yeah,
texting you.
that's very common.
Men usually
during-
do that.
during sex. I wonder if he, after not getting much action with her, was like, "Ooh, I'm going to sign up to some exclusive content and just pay $10 to get roasted every single month."
Just be like, oh, can you tone it down on the frankness next time? It'd be a little less frank.
A little less frank, baby.
The part that's going to take longer is foreplay.
Do you reckon Ben Shapiro watches his sister's videos?
Oh yes.
Foreplay. Yeah.
Yes, well, yeah, technically foreplay does take much longer than the actual sexual intercourse with a woman. Abby? Classical Abby? Completely correct. The intellectual people would not have to have sex for 5 minutes because technically, in the wild, you would have to get it done quickly, and then you'll be done quickly, out of there, safe from a predator.
And foreplay is a great part of sex.
Yes, it is.
Foreplay's better than sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
just
true.
agreeing with that.
Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes sex is just fast. Sometimes the two of you just want to have sex and you want to do it quickly and you don't have that much time, so you do it because you want to and it doesn't have to be like a whole thing.
That is correct.
Yeah, it's not wrong.
No, it's not wrong. But it is funny just the amount of time she keeps emphasizing quick.
Yeah,
and,
just
and easy.
Number 2 is sex can take some time to get used to.
You said number 2. It's number 1. The other one was number 1.
We paid $10 for this.
For a wrong numerical system.
I barely even got a chubby.
It's something you're doing that you've never done before. And to be frank, you're putting something in your body that you're not used to. And it's probably bigger than anything you've put in your body up till this point, right?
He's just behind the camera being like, big.
It doesn't mean that it has to be painful. It doesn't mean that you're going to be in pain or anything like that. I personally never had pain with sex. And actually, it was very easy for me to get used to. So I personally had...
Fucking show off. She's just flexing on all the chicks watching this. That's so mean.
My husband's got a big dick, and sex was so easy.
Like when you break the hymen, it's not comfortable.
I mean, I've never done it.
You never broken your hymen?
Don't know what it's like.
I'll show you. I'll show you after.
And even if it's not necessarily uncomfortable, you may not orgasm internally. So this is something I also want to talk about.
An orgasm external?
Yeah, what is an external orgasm?
I don't know.
That sounds terrible. You have sex and then the wall starts going.
I mean, she's religious.
Yep.
Maybe she means like, look, I didn't orgasm this time, but God did.
Most women orgasm externally.
Maybe we're revealing a lot about ourselves now. Because maybe there is a difference between.
Oh, yeah,
internal-
I just have no idea.
We should stop speaking on this topic. I know both kinds.
Yeah, I do.
I do.
I did 3 kinds of orgasms.
I do 4. I do more than you.
Rachel
No, I
Robin.
think she means maybe if you're having penetrative sex, you're not going to orgasm, as opposed to just flicking the bean. You know, she's probably
what
done
you're
this a
saying,
lot. I think it's the only thing I can, with my limited knowledge of vaginas.
Now, if you don't orgasm internally, there are other things you can do that are fun and that can help you orgasm externally. And that is something that the two of you, you and your husband, can work out together.
I'm still trying to work it out. Maybe I need a husband to tell me.
Because she told us that she's going to be frank with us.
Yeah.
Abby, this is not very frank. You said there's lots of fun things for us to do, and then I can work it out with my husband. I don't have a husband.
You need to find a man named Frank.
Number 3 is use lubricant. Yeah.
It's exactly what her brother says.
Must always use lubricant when around women. Women do not actually produce lubricant of their own.
No, if their vagina's wet, it's vaginosis. My doctor wife says this. That's why her vagina's always super dry.
Yeah, this is it. She's just got her information from her brother,
Yeah.
or she's not attracted to her husband.
It's not a comment on how dry you are, which I know is an insult nowadays. This is not a comment.
That's so good because that's her defending her brother.
Yeah,
that
it's
is
so
100%.
good. But it's also like she would like list every single time they get together at like family functions. It's always going on, and they keep making fun of me for my wife having such a dry pussy.
They probably make sure when it's a family event and they're serving food that everything's super dry.
Oh yeah.
And
dry turkey.
It's the turkey's dry, but what makes it wet is the external sauce you place on the outside because it's not wet.
Yeah.
It can't be wet.
Yeah, it's
It
not
doesn't
actually
make
wet.
sense.
It's
It's not
salmonella.
actually wet. Yeah, exactly.
In the beginning, it's definitely important to use because you don't want to, especially on your wedding night, when there's so much stress, you're probably tired, your body may not respond exactly how you want it to when you...
I would hate my wedding
What do you mean?
if I was a virgin.
Oh, yeah.
Weddings are so stressful as they are, especially these fucking classical idiots with their weddings, like full, like kitschy, like chandeliers and all this shit, and the
cellos on
smoke
every
machine,
seat,
and
yeah.
you got to like organize, like, oh, cello's playing now, and they play this song, and dad and mum come in and they do this dance to this song, and they have to like make sure everything goes perfect, and then you have to fuck for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'd kill myself.
There's no issue with using lube throughout your marriage either, because if it makes things easier and more comfortable, why not?
It's not weird for you to be completely unattracted to your husband from the start. Or since you've never seen his dick before, and suddenly you see it and it's like really gross, that's normal.
You discover on your wedding night that you're a lesbian.
Yeah.
But you've been roped into this for 30 years, so...
And also you go to hell if you're a lesbian, so... You just need lube.
Lube.
Using lubricant can just make the whole experience a lot more enjoyable, a lot easier, and there's less pressure.
There's a lot of fair stuff.
No, that's
I make
completely
fun of it, but
right.
like a lot of it's pretty decent advice. It's just her kind of primitive ideas about virginity that pretty much create all these anxieties that she's trying to solve.
Number 4 is foreplay is important. Foreplay is the kissing and the other things you can do that aren't sex.
I love she's really not being frank. Just like the furthest she'll go is like a little kiss.
You gotta kiss, your give him a kiss on the lips, everybody. And other stuff, like fun stuff. What fun stuff, Abby? I want to have sex with my husband, and I don't know how.
As a woman, our bodies need to sort of be prepped before we're ready to engage in sexual intercourse. So we need to do certain things to get us in the mood.
It's so sad. There's a whole group of people out there who think that's not good. She has to reiterate, like, look, getting ready for sex and doing like cute and sexy things before penetration, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. It's because they're looking at sex as a thing that you
evil.
actually just get in and out. You do it, you're done. And if you the longer you muck around in there, you know, the evilness builds up.
Yeah.
So the quicker you get the dirty deed done and you have a kid, that's it. It's done.
No one is in the mood all the time. I think there's
What?
A little time, baby.
Oh.
I got a boner right now.
it's just kind of natural, right? There are times that we're in the mood for certain foods and we're not in the mood for other foods. It's just kind of part of being human.
Talk about cheating on a husband. Sometimes you want some chow mein, you know? You want a sexy Chinese dude to spice things up.
Sometimes you want to eat a kebab. Sometimes you want to go eat I can't name Jewish food. The matzah balls.
Matzah balls.
Matzah
balls.
Some matzah balls. And ladies, if you want to go cheat with lots of different ethnicities of men, it's fine.
Sometimes you want to have a buffet.
A buffet of men, just as long as you're all married to all of them.
Yeah.
It's not a comment on you. It's just a comment on him being a human. And it doesn't mean he doesn't love you, and it doesn't mean he's not attracted to you.
No.
It just means that he's normal.
Can we check how many views this is getting? I feel like this is 2 views and it's just her talking about how unfulfilled she is by her husband.
Oh, this is bad.
I've been wanting to talk about this topic for a long time. I think it's so important for young women who are waiting till marriage to have this information so that they can have the best sex life. I think
She's so afraid to say
Yeah,
the word
that pause,
sex.
like-
the best sex life. She can't even swallow.
My whole body's dried out from the inside.
Some water, please.
Sex.
Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
I paid for this $10 expecting to find out some juicy content. Nothing. 41 views. One of us being us.
Dude, that's so exclusive. Holy
Yeah, it is. It's most exclusive.
No one's watched this.
I don't know. That was overall just very confusing. I don't know if I learned anything from that as a virgin. She wasn't frank. She was overall not frank. That's right. Not frank enough,
Yeah.
Abby. Oh,
I love it.
roasted by Carl Joseph. A real trad wife doesn't do YouTube. She would focus on taking care of the family. Just saying.
That was the frankest comment I've ever seen.
Oh.
Imagine watching this and being like, not conservative enough.
Not conservative enough.
Too frank.
Give him a kiss.